Hello everyone and welcome back to our JavaScript Basic Series episode 3. If you have been following along, you know that we discussed variables and data types in episode 2. And if you missed this episode, you can go check it out, the link is in the description. By the end of this series, as stated in episode 1, we will be building a real life project together, so make sure you stay till the end. And remember, if you have any questions, you can drop them in the comments and we might cover them in the next episode. Now, today's topic is operators and expressions. These are the building blocks for writing powerful JavaScript programs, so let's dive right in. So first of all, what are operators? Like in many other programming languages, in JavaScript, operators are special symbols that perform an action on one or more values, and they can be of different types. The types that we are going to be discussing today are arithmetic operators, comparison operators, and logical operators. So first up, arithmetic operators. They are used to perform math operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and more. And I'm going to be using the compiler to demonstrate how they work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to declare two variables, that is let a equals to 10 and let b equals to 5. And use the console.log to demonstrate the arithmetic operators being used. So a plus b and console.log a minus b, console.log a. The symbol for multiplication in JavaScript and many other programming languages is asterisk or star. A asterisk b and console.log a divided by b. So these are the basic arithmetic operators, and it should result to the sum being printed 15. A minus b is 5, a times b is 50, 10 times 5 is 50, and 10 divided by 5 is 2. And along with these arithmetic operators, there are two more arithmetic operators which are unique or special. That is console.log a modulus, which is symbolized by percentage b, and console.log a double asterisk, which symbolizes exponential, that is a to the power of b. So what the modulus symbol does is it gives you the remainder of the division. So 10 divided by 5 leaves 0 as its remainder, so it should output to 0, and 10 to the power 5, it should give you 100,000. So 10 divided by 5 leaves the remainder of 0, and 10 to the power of 5 is 100,000. So these were the arithmetic operators, and we are now going to be looking at comparison operators. Comparison operators compare two values and return either a true or a false value, which are Boolean values, and we made use of comparison operators in the second episode, and these are super useful in decision making. So let's say a equals to 10 and b equals to 5, that is constant, and console.log a is less than b, which is false, so it should output to false, and a is more than b, which is true, so it should output to true. Like this, there are many comparison operators in JavaScript, and I'm going to be demonstrating every one of them. Another comparison operator is the double equals to sign to compare values. So I am going to use the double equals to sign first, and another strictly equals to comparison operator is 3 equal to sign. Since you use 1 equal to sign to assign values to variables, the double equal to sign is used to compare variables, and the triple equals to sign is used to strictly compare the variables. That means it will both output to true at first because both are essentially the same. But if I were to type out here a string 10, the first console.log, that is just the equals to operator, would output to true, but the strictly equals to operator also checks the variable data type, that is, if they are the same data type. In this case, a is an integer or a number, but b is a string, so the first will output to true, but the second will output to false, since it strictly checks the data types as well. And if you want to check if two values are equal or not, you can use the not operator, which is symbolized by the exclamation mark. This checks if a is not equal to b, and this checks if a is strictly not equal to b. And this should output to false, and this should output to true, because 10 is not equal to 10 is false because it is checking only the values and not the data types. But this is checking even if the data types are equal or not. Since they are not equal, it should output to true. So false and true. And these are the comparison operators in JavaScript. Also, a bonus tip for you guys. It is the best practice to always use the strictly equal to and strictly not equal to operators to avoid unexpected errors. And moving on to logical operators, the logical operators are the operators which help us combine multiple conditions, and the three most used logical operators are the AND operator, the OR operator, and the NOT operator. The AND operator in JavaScript is symbolized by these two AND symbols, and this returns a true value only if both the conditions are true. And the second operator is the OR operator, which is symbolized by these symbols, and it returns a true value if at least one condition is true. And as we discussed earlier, the NOT operator reverses a Boolean value. So I'm going to break them down one by one. Let's start with a real life example first. Suppose you want to go on a road trip, and you can only drive the car if you have a license and a car. But you can be a passenger if you have a license or a car. And if you don't have a license, you can't drive. And this is the NOT operator, which is not license, so you can't drive. So let me demonstrate with a bit of code as well. I'm going to create a variable called let has license equals true, and let has car equals false. So let can drive equals has license and has car. Let can or be passenger equals has license or has car. And let's create another variable. Let cannot drive is if the person does not have a license. So the reason I declared these variables using the logical operators are: the person can drive if he has a license and has a car. The person can be a passenger if he has a license or he has a car. So either way, if one is true, he or she can be a passenger. And the person cannot drive if he does not, this is the NOT operator, does not have a license. So let's see what these variables output to. By using console.log can drive, then console.log be passenger, and then console.log cannot drive. So let's see what these output to. As you can see, the first condition can drive outputs to false because in this the both condition are not true. So has license is true but has car is not true, so it outputs to false. Be passenger outputs to true because one of the conditions is true. In this case, has license is true, so it outputs to true. And it outputs to false because not has license means not true is false. So these are the logical operators in JavaScript. Up next, we have the topic of type conversion and coercion in JavaScript. JavaScript is a loosely typed language, which means that it automatically converts values when needed, which is called coercion. And I'm going to show you this through a small example. Up in the compiler, I have prepared a small code to demonstrate and outputted the values. In the first case of console.log, a string 5 plus 3, which is a number, this number is converted into a string, and 53 is outputted through string concatenation, which is joining the string values together to output the joined value. And in the second case, 5 is converted into a number, so 5 minus 3 is outputted to 2. And in the third case, that is console.log string 5 into or times string 2, both values of string are converted into a number and outputted as their product. Second case of type conversion is here, where Boolean values are treated as 1, true is treated as 1, and false is treated as 0. So 5 plus 2, that is 1, is 5 plus 2, that is 1, is 6, and 5 plus 0 is still 5. The third case is that of manual conversion. Since, as we saw in the first example, the automatic conversion or coercion is unpredictable, so it is best practice to convert the values manually into the required data types, which I have done in this code in 3.js file, where I have used the number data type declaration and wrapped the data type to be converted in parentheses. And if we can do this similarly with string and boolean values. Boolean values, 0 is treated as false and 1 is treated as true. So we can see the output here. That is, 5 is converted into a number, so 5 plus 3 is 8. Here 5 is converted into a string, so string 5 plus 3 is concatenated and outputted as 53. And boolean values, 0 is converted into false and 1 is converted into true. So this is it for type conversion in JavaScript. And before wrapping up, I have a challenge for you guys to try. So you have to guess what will be the output of this code. Console.log a string value of 10 plus 5 minus 3. Post your answers in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next episode. In the next episode, we'll learn about control structures, that is if-else and switch statements, which help us to make decisions in JavaScript. So if you found this video helpful, leave a like and subscribe, and do drop your questions in the comments. See you guys in the next one.